In chapter 3 of the book of Amos, the Lord addresses the entire house of Israel, reminding them of their unique relationship with Him. He declares that out of all the families of the earth, He has known only them, and therefore they are held to a higher standard. Because of their iniquities, punishment is certain. God then uses a series of rhetorical questions to affirm that judgment does not come without cause, emphasizing that His warnings through the prophets are not to be ignored. The Lord reveals that His secret is with His servants the prophets, who speak only what He has revealed. When the lion roars, all fear, and likewise, when God speaks through His prophets, the people ought to respond. Amos is called to proclaim from the palaces of Ashdod and Egypt that they should gather on the mountains of Samaria and witness the great tumults and oppressions within Israel. The people of Israel are condemned for not knowing how to do right, for storing up violence and robbery in their palaces. God declares that an adversary will surround the land, bring down Israel's strength, and spoil their palaces. As a shepherd takes out of the lion's mouth only a small piece of a sheep, so shall the children of Israel be taken out, only remnants will be rescued. This symbolizes the devastation to come, and how few will escape the coming judgment. The altars of Bethel will be destroyed, the horns of the altar cut off and fall to the ground, removing any refuge for sinners. The chapter concludes with God's judgment upon Israel's opulence and complacency. He will smite the winter house with the summer house, and the houses of ivory shall perish. The great houses will have an end. This vivid imagery portrays how even the wealth and luxury of the nation will not protect them from God's wrath. In this chapter, the message is clear: Israel's privileged status brings greater responsibility, and persistent disobedience invites severe judgment. Let's now read Amos chapter 3. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. Can two walk together, except they be agreed? Will a lion roar in the forest, when he hath no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den, if he have taken nothing? Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth, where no gin is for him? Shall one take up a snare from the earth, and have taken nothing at all? Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it? Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but He revealeth His secret unto His servants the prophets. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord God hath spoken, who can but prophesy? Publish in the palaces at Ashdod, and in the palaces in the land of Egypt, and say, Assemble yourselves upon the mountains of Samaria, and behold the great tumults in the midst thereof, and the oppressed in the midst thereof. For they know not to do right, saith the Lord, who store up violence and robbery in their palaces. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, An adversary there shall be even round about the land, and he shall bring down thy strength from thee, and thy palaces shall be spoiled. Thus saith the Lord, As the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs, or a piece of an ear, so shall the children of Israel be taken out that dwell in Samaria in the corner of a bed, and in Damascus in a couch. Hear ye, and testify in the house of Jacob, saith the Lord God, the God of hosts. That in the day that I shall visit the transgressions of Israel upon him I will also visit the altars of Bethel, and the horns of the altar shall be cut off, and fall to the ground. And I will smite the winter house with the summer house, and the houses of ivory shall perish, and the great houses shall have an end, saith the Lord. This ends our reading of Amos chapter 3.